I'm frustrated. I woke up at 7:30 in the morning specifically for Obi-Wan Kenobi to be out at 8 o'clock BST, which is Pacific midnight, and I wake up to realise that overnight the cheeky buggers released it early. They released it 3 hours early without me knowing. I stayed up till 2 a.m. I could have stayed up all night and just watched it and then gone to bed. Anyway, it's here. It's been a while since I last reacted to something. It's been like a couple of months since I stopped full-time reacting. But as promised, Obi-Wan Kenobi series is here. I'm reacting to it. You're here with me. Both episodes are up today, and I'll be reacting to it every single Wednesday. So if you haven't, subscribe. Be sure to catch it. Obviously, there's a lot going on with Star Wars at the moment with Celebration. So we'll see what happens with regards to trailers and reactions. But I'll be watching all of the Star Wars content to come over the next year. I hope you've all been doing good. It's been a while. I've got some fish now, you can probably see over here. I'll probably do some vlogs or something, catching you all up on how life's going. But we're here for Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's here, the 6-episode miniseries. There's been a lot of hype. There's been, obviously a lot of expectations with the return of Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen. We've seen the Inquisitors in the trailers. We've seen, so much mystery. We don't know exactly what the story is going to be. We know that Vader and Obi-Wan are going to face off, but we just don't know how or where or why. So, yes, we're going to jump in and we're going to watch the first episode. The second episode will follow right after the first episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, Jedi Temple? Flashback, I guess? Oh, don't tell me this is Anakin. Oh, no. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I love this. I love this. 501st. Younglings being murdered. She is good. But she is dead. I'm going to say this once, and once only during this series. I'm still not on board with the designs. But that's the only time I'll say it. Uniforms and makeup. I think they don't look as good as they could.
Has been his undoing.
She's got a different method. Oh. Ooh, she just wants to kill him. That's how he gets away. What is that? The body of a Great Dragon? Some kind of sand shark thing. Looks like salmon. There he is. That's what happened to the great Obi-Wan Kenobi. He ended up chopping meat.
It's only half. Please, I have a family.
Oh.
One more word, I take it all. Keep moving.
Oh, we can't stand to see such villainy.
Something you want to say?
Oh, he was saving the meat for his pet sloth horse thing, anteater horse. I forget the name of it. Ugh. So he's not living in the hut. He's living in a cave, eating food that does not look appetizing. Oh, Jawas. He's got Jawa friends.
Yes, I had some parts stolen. I need a new processor board.
It's probably the Jawas who stole them. They're probably the same parts.
Tika, if you're going to steal my parts and then sell them back to me, could you at least clean them first, as a courtesy?
Only pain will you find.
Oh, that's a lot. I'm wondering if this is going to be the other Jedi. Or an animal. One of the two. Oh, it's the Jedi.
I thought I saw you in town, but I wasn't sure. Please. You have no idea what I've been through.
I think he does. You know, he went through the purge himself. He's at his lowest.
Go back to the town. Let it go.
We will soon see him rise. But I've got a bad feeling for this guy. He's probably going to die. And Alderaan. I wasn't sure if we were going to see it. I knew Jimmy Smits was going to be in this, so I figured we might see it. Ah, that's Hair Droid. He's so cute. Look at his little legs.
You know, I can feel you doing that.
She is a scamp. Though she said her mother died when she was very young, so I'm not expecting her to live long. Who are you?
You care if he's showing?
It's my responsibility, Owen.
Well, I'm his uncle.
We talked about this. When the
God,
time
they
comes, he
did
must
so
be
good
trained.
casting him as
Trained his father.
Owen. And there's the burn.
Anakin is dead, Ben.
Uh-oh. Yep. I think they found the Jedi.
You have no rights here. We're not under the Empire's...
Oh! Oh, okay, there's the hand.
All we want is information. If anyone knows anything about...
She's a woman of her word. Oh. If she threatened him, would Obi-Wan step out?
Owen.
Owen, you think you could protect him from me?
Oh. She's angry.
Tell me where the Jedi is, or this...
I really hope she doesn't turn good. Like, they've done that so many times. I really hope she doesn't end up being good. Especially with how aggressive she's being right now.
Failed you. Abandoned you.
Like, I get the feeling she's
There is
projecting.
no point in protecting them. This place is beneath us.
The Grand Inquisitor was right. You still want Kenobi,
I like that there's a bit of an electronic
he's gone,
buzz to his voice.
and you won't find him.
Maybe you don't go far enough.
And there they go. I have a feeling they'll be back.
Thank you, Owen.
Is that C-3PO?
Your Highness.
Oh, thanks, Wyo.
He would be here.
Pleasure.
They don't want anybody to know about you because you're not one of us. You're not even a real Organa.
Oh.
You're
Oh.
scared of him, cousin. But I can see that.
Damn. You just got burned by an 8-year-old.
He was being horrible to everyone.
One day this planet will look to you, Leia.
Oh dear.
There are many ways to lead.
I'm
Just have to find
not
one.
sure that's true, Bale.
Plus, imagine the look on your cousin's face when you get to boss him around for real.
Yep, she's off. She's ditching the reception. Ooh. Smart and agile. Oh. So this is what draws him off planet. He's not been contacted in a long time. Who is that?
She's headed for Dayu.
Oh, it's Bale.
You should not have come.
And what if I can't?
Afraid of failure.
There is no one I trust more with my child than you. Please, old friend.
Give it time.
Oh no. Don't you dare destroy the droid.
Lola! My father will rescue me.
You think it's gonna work?
Just get this over with.
Are they trying to draw Kenobi out? Oh, Anakin's lightsaber as well. It's ironic. It ends up buried back in the sand there.
Sure he's gonna come.
He fought beside her father during the war. He'll come.
It's her
You
plan.
won't be able to help it.
Yes. Obi-Wan is back, baby. So I can definitely see why they've released 2 episodes at once, because that was a very low-key episode. Everything I expected. Hey, Zuko. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, everything I expected from the first episode, catching up with Obi-Wan on Tatooine, seeing the Inquisitors for the first time, you know, getting that story hook in there. You know, I half expected us, I wasn't, you know, for certain that we were going to see Leia in the show. I knew that we'd see Bale, because, you know, Bale, Jimmy Smits was going to be in the show, it was already announced. So it's pretty... Zuko, come on, buddy, come on. You can't just scare the audience like that, jumping up on them straight away. Come on. Yes, so, you know, I kind of assumed that we would see Bale, but I didn't think we'd see Leia, which is an interesting plot hook. You know, obviously Reva is using Leia as bait to draw Obi-Wan, and not in the way that she, you know, I guess that she would really have wanted, because she doesn't know that Leia is Anakin's child. You know, she thinks that, oh, you know, Obi-Wan will come after the child just because he's good friends with Bail Organa, not because, you know, Leia is one of the 2 surviving children of Darth Vader. You know, and the only hopes left for the Jedi. So, you know, in a way, it's a good way of kind of getting Obi-Wan off planet, with a way that isn't just super obvious. But like I say, very, very low-key first episode. It felt almost like this episode was needed for Ewan McGregor to get back into character. You know, it feels like it was a dual meaning. It's like Obi-Wan is finding himself again, and it feels like, you know, Ewan McGregor was finding the character again. You know, as mentioned, still not down with the designs of the Inquisitors. That's the only time I'm going to mention it. You know, I'm not going to mention it going forward here, because it's kind of like, it's already been done to death. It's already been mentioned so many times. But, you know, I just, the one thing I do hope is that Reva doesn't turn good, because that is a massively overplayed trope of the bad guy turning good. It happened in Battlefront, happened in Jedi Fallen Order. You know, it's happened so many times. I would just like for once to see the bad guy stay the bad guy, you know. And it feels like Reva is projecting a lot. You know, she probably feels abandoned by the Jedi Order. She probably feels, you know, angry at them, because, you know, I feel like she was one of those kids in that opening scene. And that was an amazing opening scene, by the way. You know, first I was thinking, oh my god, are they just like showing Anakin slaughtering the younglings straight away? But instead, you know, it was a different set of younglings who probably made it out, but were captured by the Empire and then turned into some of the Inquisitors. Which is interesting, because, you know, obviously we know from Rebels that the Grand Inquisitor was a temple guard, so he was an adult at the time. But we don't know really too much about the backstories of the other Inquisitors, but I'm guessing that Reva, at the very least, was one of those children. You know, which is, again, an interesting backstory, because that would give her a reason to be angry, would give her a reason to feel abandoned, because, you know, they were part of the Jedi Order, the Jedi fell. They fell into probably some very dangerous hands. They were probably tortured, manipulated, you know, so there's a lot to feel angry about. From this point onwards, I'm kind of hoping that, you know, we saw a lot of what was already in the trailer, so we're kind of in new territory here. Obviously, we've seen Obi-Wan off-planet using blasters. You know, I'm kind of hoping now that we do pick things up in this second episode. And like I say, it makes sense to me that they've released 2, because episode 1, yeah, it was a good episode, but it leaves me wanting more. And I think it was just that one episode, I'd feel a little bit, not necessarily disappointed, but I'd be like, oh, okay. Is that it for the first week? Gotta wait for another one, you know? Because there's only 6 episodes, so from now they're gonna have to really pick up the pace and push this forward. But I enjoyed it. I hope you all did too. I'm gonna move on to the next episode, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.